Good evening. This is the Jersey Hermit with another retro video game stream, and today we're going to be continuing on with Final Fantasy for the NES. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. I know I am. Welcome in, Safarion. How you doing today? Hopefully you had a good day. Hopefully everybody had a good day. I know I did. So we're going to start the game up. Now, last time out, we got through the Gurgu Volcano, and we defeated Carrie, the Fire Fiend. We also got ourselves an airship. So, soon as we load this up, we will be good to go. Come on, system. System wants to be a bit slow today. There we go. Turn the controller on. That would kind of help. All right. I keep it on 6 because 6 is a decent speed. Now, last time out, we got to the town of Gaia. We bought a few things. We spent some money to get ourselves some better equipment. We'll soon be able to get some better spells. But right now I want to look for the small islands known as the Cardia Islands. They've got a whole bunch of boats on them. They got a whole bunch of caves on them. That's what I meant to say. And they are full of treasure. You know what? Let's use the map. Okay, so it's to our southeast. Over here. Let's start in this one. I think these caves are safe. If you are brave enough, try meeting the King of the Dragons, Bahamut. Unprofitable business is not a practice of the dragons of Cardia. Okay, we're in the right spot at least. Long ago, dragons and humans lived and traded together. So that's a good start. Alright, so let's see. That one was a bust. How about this hole? I will always associate this music with Matoya's Cave. Okay, further down, maybe we got something. This is Bahamut's room. Hey, we found it. Bahamut verifies the true courage of all. I am Bahamut, King of the Dragons. Bring me the proof of your courage to receive the honor due true warriors. So I know where I can get it. And what happens is when I get that item and I take it back to Bahamut, then I get a class change. And so my warrior will become a knight, my mages will become wizards, my black belt will become a master. Mostly it's improvements. The black belt's kind of bugged that it's not as good, but he's still going to do a lot of damage. We got Catmen here. Do our usual split the damage up. And our monk got poisoned. Brilliant. Not quite enough. Okay. I'm going to leave the poison on him for now. The monk is going to do a lot of damage for us because his big strength is he gets a lot of hits. Except we do want to cure him. Let's give him a pure potion. It's like the one of two statuses that stay between battles. That and stone and, of course, fainted. Okay. Back in the ship. Okay, we can't land on the marsh. So I have to land over here. It's an Ocho. And we know that Ochos can poison us. We saw those when we were in the river. Just keep hitting that fighter, will you? I want him to hit the fighter. When he attacks, he's going to hit the fighter half the time. Because he's in the top spot. I want to raise enough money to get myself... okay. Let's see. We are going to the Castle of Ordeal to the northeast. There we will test and bring back proof of our courage. Okay. Nothing there. Worth a look. Once in the north, there were beautiful palaces and big mechanical castles. We get a house. And we get 500 gold. And 10 gold. Now, at least one of them was good. Because that was kind of a bust. 500 gold's not very much for us right now. Have you met Bahamut? Yes, we did. Okay, that cave was a bust. Let's see, so we did that one, we did those. This one's next. A cabin. You can always use a cabin. Only the courageous ones bring back the proof of their courage. Okay. $575 in there. And a soft potion, which, hey, that's 800 gold I don't have to spend, that I hopefully never do. Because, hello, Sparks. How you doing today? Welcome in. Let's see, we got that one. We did those. This one's the last one. Come on, goodies. 2,000 gold's worth it. 2750 there. 1455 there. Night's going pretty well. Night's going pretty well. Part of me still wishes the school year was going so I could sub more, but it is what it is. You are not afraid of me? Then I am impressed. Get out of my way, though. 160 gold there. 9,500. 1,520. And 2,750. Okay, a lousy joke, huh? You heard about the constipated mathematician, right? That had to work it out with a number 2 pencil? And we have a manticore. Hopefully this guy, I think he poisons. Poison I can live with. Well, you know what? We got him out quick enough. Okay, back in the airship, let's look at how many points I need to get myself another level. 10,000 for the fighter. Black Mage is the shortest, 12,000 for him. So he's about 2,000 off. There's the Castle of Ordeal. Okay? Now, there's a couple ways we can do this. Don't mind if I do. Okay, there's a couple ways we can do this, okay? I can only land the airship on plain grass. Okay? So, I could land it here. Or I can land it all the way over here. Now, I don't want to land it on the other one because I would have to go through the desert, and the desert's got the toughest enemies in the game. Now, there's another way we could do things, and that is if I flew back all the way to where my actual ship is and take the river and take the shortcut. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I just got to remember where I parked my ship. I want to say I parked it on the river over here. Yeah, no. Where did I park my ship? I parked it off of a river, if I remember correctly. No? Up there it is. And we'll go the quote unquote coward's route. In that I don't have to do as much. The gamer route. No, this is the coward's route, and I will admit to that. Because it means I don't have to fight nearly as many enemies. Because right now, the ocean enemies do not scare me at all. A Hydra and 2 Ochos. Now, the Hydra can hit a lot, but the Ochos can poison. So I wanted to go after the Ocho just a bit. See, that's why. Now, as per usual, what we are not going to do is we are not going to heal the fighter. Not right away. Because when you are poisoned, you can't be re-poisoned. So we're going to count on the fact that we don't have to worry about our fighter getting poisoned again. And now we really don't have to worry about it because the Hydra can't poison me. Okay, the Hydra should go with both the fighter and the monk hitting it. There we go. Okay, nice chunk of points. Now, again, we got to use a pure potion. That's why we have them. And then switch our party order again. Okay, now let's be smart about this. We're going to use a cabin to heal up, mostly, and save, which is the more important thing. Possession of the crown is required to test your courage. Take it to the royal throne and bring back proof of your courage. Good luck. Alright. Well, here's the throne. Alright. Now we have some interesting pathing to take. Okay? I'm going to pull a map just so that I don't get lost in going the right way. Okay? Because I do not want to be circling around in here. I want to get in, get out. Okay? So let's see. Final Fantasy Castle of Ordeal map. This will work. Alright. Now that I got a map going, we go here, and here. In this spot, I want to go low. I don't have a choice here. Here I have a choice. Go. But we have a fight first. Sorcerers! Oh, I don't like seeing these guys because they can instant KO you. So we're going to run. It runs trance. You know what? I will gladly take trance. Because trance, at the very least, isn't an attack. Okay, we don't have a choice there. We don't have a choice here. We have a choice here. And we want to go up into this one. Is this another choice? Yeah, this is a choice. We want to go south. Man-cats. Okay, let's deal with these. I don't know if these are poisonous or not, or whatever. We'll see what we can do. We're saving our spells. Okay, they do triple attacks. That's good to know. And they can throw fire. Ooh, okay. So we want to get these guys out quick. Okay, we'll trust the black belt to get the other one. The fighter got the first. Straight up. Okay, not terrible. They're gone. I'll take it. And money is worth it too. So, here. We go here. And we have made it through the maze. Okay, that's good so far. The maze part is done. Later on, we can get some stuff that we want. But we have a Zeus gauntlet that we want to grab later. It's in here. More man-cats. Okay. Focus it off. Hopefully that black mage don't get hit with another spell. Oh, yeah, it's going to. Hopefully not too badly. Let's see. We survived. Or we had survived. But that's going to take the black mage out. Got one out. Okay, we're down to one, right? So here's my plan. We're going to try to bring him back to life so that he can get the points for it. Well, so much for that. We're bringing him back, though. We are bringing him back. He's going to fall back another 600 points. That can happen. We'll cast a life spell. Bring him back. Let's see. Items. This is why we have heal potions. Right? Well, we've brought him back, and we're going to fully heal. We're going to fully heal him. And heal up pretty good. We can always buy more potions later, right? I know where to get them. I'd rather save my spells for other uses. That's pretty good. Okay. 2 nightmares. Okay, they're the same pattern as the Mad Pony. But they got a decent chunk of... They got a very decent chunk of health. Snorting. I don't know what snorting does. Holy crap. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Don Cuddles. And stuff. So I'm the Jersey Hermit. I'm a retro streamer. And today, we are playing the original Final Fantasy. Let's see. So I'm going to ask first off, because I don't remember you. Don Cuddles, yeah. So how did you find me? I am curious. Fellow retro enthusiast. Yep. Okay, we got the heal cane. Now, here's the cool thing about the heal cane. We can use it as an item. So what we're going to do is we're going to trade the heal cane to the white mage, and he's going to be using that a bit. Okay, a couple more nightmares. Now watch this. Alright, magic. No, item. Heal cane. Alright, and then we're going to just fight. I should be good. Nightmare's up. And it casts, I think, regular heal. Which is better than nothing. Hate to raid and run, but I will do my best to take care of him. But look at it this way. This is a free cast of heal. I will gladly take that. And that's probably more useful than him fighting, so... Alright, hit him again. So we want to get the monk some stronger armor, I know that. But if he's missing... If the monk is missing all of his attacks, that is a problem. These guys have pretty high evade, is what that tells me. So we're going to fight this fight, and then we're going to take our first self-care break of the night. So I take a self-care break every 20 minutes or so. And, like, there's 60 seconds in length. Grab something to eat or drink. Use the bathroom. You are not missing any gameplay. And that's the important thing, okay? So we do not miss gameplay here. We're just going to leave it here. And I'm going to take my self-care break. And I will see you guys in 60, okay? Alright, we should be back now. Let's go. More goodies over here. We get an iron gauntlet, which is kind of useless. An ice sword, which is also kind of useless for us. But we got a gold bracelet. That's the important one. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to trade off and give the gold bracelet over here. Okay, I'm going to drop the gloves. And we're going to equip the gold bracelet here, because the gloves aren't going to help us, and it's not really worth selling. Okay, so that's going to give my black mage some less squishy tendencies, as it were. The ice sword we can sell. We got mummies and wizard mummies. Okay. Well, we'll go after the wizard mummy first. I know these guys can put us to sleep. But I think the best solution here is to use a Fire 2 spell and hit them hard. Okay, 209 is good to kill. That's good to know. 146 is good enough to kill. 98 is good enough to kill. That's good to know. And the wizard mummy is gone. This is a good start. This is a very good start. Okay, in the corner, we got more goodies. 7340 in gold. 1455 in gold. Another house. and the Zeus Gauntlet. That's the one I really wanted. And I'm going to check my map because I think my map doesn't say the right thing. Yeah, the map says the Zeus Gauntlet should be somewhere else, but if it's there, I'm taking it, and I am giving it to my Black Mage. Because while he can't wear it, what he can do is anyone can use it as an item to cast lightning too. And I'd rather do that than attack, you know? Okay, the tail. This is my proof of courage. But to get out, we got to fight the zombie dragon. Okay, and I'm going to double check what he's weak to. You can't run it, but we'll teleport out after. He's zombie, so we can use harm on him. And I think that would probably be the best method here. Okay? We have harm 3, use it. And we have fire 3, use it. Okay, the good thing is he missed the first one. I don't know how many hits he's got, but if we can put him out, he's gone. All right. We'll take it. And we are safely out with all of what we wanted. All right. So now that we did that, the next step is, right here, right now, use another cabin. Because the most important thing we can do there is save. Now we got a Saber T and a Catman. I'm going to go after I want the Catman out first. Because we know the Catman is poisonous. We saw that earlier. I don't know much about the Saber T. Except we just killed it. Alright. Now that we did that, we can go back to where we parked the airship. All the way on the northern side of the Odd Eyes and Sea Hags. The Odd Eyes have to go first. And now we will use the Zeus Gauntlet because that's a free Lightning 2 spell. Score. Yeah, it's not worth the points, really. Now, that's the Marsh Cave, so we got to go east. Because I remember we parked it. You know, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to park the ship at Elfland. Chance to strike first. We're not bothering. This fight's not worth it anymore. But we can heal over here. But before we do, we're going to load up on some more heal potions, because why not? I'm going to sell off the iron gauntlets we do not need. And the copper bracelet. Alright, sell that off. And then the Black Mage has stuff he doesn't need. The cap. No, keep the cap on. We can equip something later for that. We have something in mind for that. But the cap is still good. Alright, now that that's taken care of, let's buy some more potions. Why not? Lord knows we got enough money. And then we can go see Bahamut about those class changes. Take a little bit of time. Like I've been railing about it the last few weeks, what I would give to be able to say, I want to buy XYZ amount and just buy it all at once. But no. Nope, we got to do it one at a time. Good thing is that I have my controller set up to do turbo, so we'll do it. Like, I don't usually use Turbo Shop because it feels like cheating to me. Even though there were NES controllers back in the day that did do turbo, the NES Max and the NES Advantage come to mind. And those were first-party controllers, so I don't feel bad about... They also had slow motion, which the way slow motion was just a rapid-fire hit the start button. Let's see how we are. How many we got left? How many we buy up to? 81. 81's fine. Alright. Now that we did that, let's go to the airship. Monsters strike first. The first asp ran away. The second one is sticking around. Alright, well, let's deal with the asp. Into the airship, back down to the south. Yeah, here's where the Castle of Ordeal is. And then Bahamut's Cave was this one. On this end. Because that's what the tail is. The tail is the proof of courage. That you went through the Castle of Ordeal. And once we do this, like I said, all of our characters are going to get stronger, with possibly the exception of the Black Belt, but the Black Belt's going to do just fine, thank you very much. The tail of a rat proves your courage. I shall give you the honor due true warriors. Notice that our sprites have changed. And now we can start using better stuff. Okay? So our fighter's going to get better, our monk's going to get better, and our wizards are going to get better. Our wizards now have access to every spell in the game. And that's why we want to make sure to do it, because there's certain spells that I want. Exit comes to mind, which is a level 6 spell that only white wizards can use. And we want it. Thank you very much. We saved a spot for it, explicitly. Let's see. Where is my lake? Okay, we're going to go up and then to the right. We're going to loop around. And while you're up here, you can't get attacked. So let's see. Back over here. There's Crescent Lake, and we can park right in front of it. Okay, we want our level 6 spells that are in here. Specifically, we want Exit. Okay, that took care of that. Because what Exit does is it means if I get myself in trouble, I can cast Exit, and I go back, I believe, to the last town I was at. And that is well worth it. Okay? Let's go talk and see if I've got anything else that it wants me to know from the Circle of Sages. I'm not so sure it will, but hey, it's worth a look. Con. Nope, that one's still the same. Let's use force for just purposes. Only the... Yep, that's not new. Yep, that's still not new. No, he won't. We got those two out. And those ones are... Yeah, okay. Nothing's new here. We established that. Alright. So, let's see. Our next target, then... Can I land in town? No. That was worth a try. I'm going to head back to where Gaia is. Because where Gaia is, right over here, I can get some spells. Now, I can't use my level 7s yet. Plus, actually, what I want to do is get a little bit more money. A wyvern. Alright. Let's put these guys out. There goes the wyvern. I need 50,000 gold. 50,000 gold's the big number, and we're only, like, not that far away. So hopefully... Trolls. Okay. Trolls I can deal with. We'll use our items here. Because the troll can now... Because now what I can do is, as I said, I cast basically Light 3. Lightning 3 on all of them. I think it's Lightning 3. Or Lightning 3 or Lightning 2. I'm sorry. Lightning 2. Alright. Take out these trolls. Same thing here. That heal is going to come in handy a lot. Because it's, like I said, it's not as strong as my other heals. But, what it is free. Alright. There was our money. Now I can buy a gold bracelet for our one remaining character that does not have one. Which is my white mage. And then we're going to be defended as best as we can. Okay. Armor. Equip. The gold bracelet. And then we're going to sell off the copper bracelet and at least get our 500 back, because that's going to pay us to stay in the inn and save. There we go. So now we have that. We can go to our next targets. Now, I can eventually, when my fighter gets to a higher level, they can, my knight will be able to cast spells. I forget what level that is, that they get spell classes. Okay, it's every odd. So he'll get one at 21. No big deal. So we're heading to Onrak next. And it's a place we can't really fly to directly. We're going to have to go the hard way. So it's on the northwestern continent. But like I said, we can't really fly directly. Like, there's the river. There's Onrak, right? Now, I think I can land here. Yes? No. So we got to land here. We'll stay on the river, because I think the river enemies are not going to be as bad. Hydras I can easily take care of. Now, once we can learn white magic, then we're going to go visit and go collect some white magic for the fighter. Not that we're going to use it very much. But we will at least have it in case. There we go. Wait, you know what? We need points. We definitely need points. I can tell we need points. We still need 4 grand, and then the Black Mage is going to be... Let's see what we got. Frost Giant and Frost Wolves. Okay. That's not... That could be a lot worse. Okay? That could be a lot worse. But we're going to use our casting to our advantage. Because I think the wolf can go frosty on us and cast an ice spell, and I don't really want it to do that. Okay, it casts frost. Alright. Oh, no, don't do that. Heal. And the gauntlet. Because that's going to do much more damage than what we could do. 538's not bad. We want to get to level... Okay, here we are in Onrak. Let's see what we can buy here first. Hey, Daryl, how you doing? Cabins, houses, heal, pure soft. Standard pull. Daryl, I'm apologizing right now, but we're right at the middle of where we need to take a self-care break. So I will see you in 60 seconds, along with everybody else. Okay, we're back. So there's not much I can actually buy in here, because there is no weapon shop and there is no armor shop. So we're getting information. My legs are beautiful. It's so nice to have legs. Have you found Oxy Ale? Until 200 years ago, the mermaids lived in the shrines. Then, in fire and smoke, it sank. The mermaids. So we're going to need Oxy Ale. Big deal. Avast ye, landlubbers, stay out of me way. This town used to be prosperous 200 years ago. Out of my way, pirate. There we go. Underhill, the caravan master had something very strange. Cope says he saw a shining object fall. Okay. You have legs. Yes, I do have legs. And we also have some spells here. Okay. I have the anti-rub and I have the heal 3 spell. Nothing I can afford right now. Nothing that we can use right now. Saber we are not getting. Saber is bugged. So we know better than to buy it. My father runs the caravan. He's having a closeout sale near the oasis in the western desert. Okay. Well, well, I see you have been honored. Okay, we did that. Let's see, is there anyone over here? Yep, a couple people. My name is Cope. I saw it north near the waterfall. Believe me, I think it was a robot. Okay. Until 200 years ago, the power of water brought us good fortune. Okay, out of my way. What we got here? I made a submarine to save the mermaids, but to go deep enough, it will require oxyale. Yeah, we're going to need oxyale. Okay. And there was also people here that we hadn't gotten to yet by the inn. Fables say that when the shrine sank, many treasures were lost. Also, they tell of a cryptic stone plate. My brother, Dr. Oon, has studied Leafinish, the language of the Sky Warriors. If he had the slab, he could teach it. Well, looks like we're looking for a slab. 300 gold to save? I will. That's a worthwhile pay. Okay, so we need a slab, and we need oxyale. No big deal. Now, the question is, now we want to go to the western desert. A Cerebus and a Wizard Ogre. Well, we know the Cerebus can, we know what the Cerebus can do. We know that the Cerebus can get everybody with fire. Not when he goes out first, though. We'll take more money. We know that spells are 45 grand at level 7. Now, the question is this the Western Desert? I think this is. That would make sense. Okay? Can I get closer? Yeah. Alright. And we got worms. Let's do the same usual, like protect ourselves as best we can. And take these guys out. I don't know how much HP they have. We'll find out. Well, they got more than 185. And I wish that wouldn't have gone the way it did, because I would have rather it gone after. Okay, we did some good damage. That's not bad. Now we'll cast into the heal thing and the lightning thing. Okay. Not bad. We need money, too. Oasis. Buy the bottle. That's what we need. We need the bottle. And it costs 50 thou. So, it looks like we're going to be grinding for money. Frost Giant and Frost Wolves. That's okay. We'll take them out. Oh, I love these free casts of lightning, too. That's for sure. Alright. The Frost Giant does 70, which that's okay. We're going to be fine. Because we're going to take him out right here. And Giants tend to have a lot of money, so this should be this should be a rather fruitful um, fight in terms of money. I don't mind fighting it basically short-handed, only using 2 people to do attacks. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 2152 is worth it. Now we have cabins and houses that we can save here if things get a little bit hairy. Saber teas. Okay. Let's see what we got. Does 47... It did a crit. But that one didn't do a crit. Oh, they're not too bad. How much money are they worth, foe? 500 apiece. I will take that. We'll stick around in the desert. The desert's not too bad. A frost giant. Same thing as before. We're going to try to heal every turn. Because we don't get much healing out of it, it makes more sense for us to just cast it and just use the fact that it is free. And work from there. Okay. Let's see. Chance to strike first on a worm. Yep, we're hoping for the heal to go quick. We want the heal to go quick so that it goes off. But we don't get it off, but that's okay. Still worth 500 gold, so I mean, I'm not complaining there. Because we're already at 11 grand. We need 50. And then we can... Monsters strike first. It's an Ankylo. Ankylos are pretty strong. Like, if we really get in trouble, remember, we have a clinic over in Onrak we can go to. $119. Ouch. And he's still not gone. Hopefully this will take him. There he goes. Points, but no gold. So we really don't want to fight the Ankylos in this because the Ankylos aren't worth it money-wise, because money's what we're focusing on right now, right? We'll do some nice damage there. The tigers don't scare me. Our monk needs to get back up, thank you. I don't know what the threshold is for the animation to go like that. I think it's something like 1/4. Let's see. Use another heal and another Zeus Gauntlet, but this should be relatively quick and hopefully worth a good chunk of money. Like, I have no problem going back to the inn to pay 300 gold to heal everybody up. Alright. Oh, our fighter goes up. Only our fighter, but he's up to level 20. Now, I think, if I remember correctly, the Black Belt / Master is slightly glitched. Slightly. but it doesn't trip into the Great Peed. You know what? We're going to actually cast Heal 2, which works like Heal 3. Take advantage of it. And then we're going to still use the Zeus. Well, it looks like we're casting a life spell. Okay. Bite. Not item. Magic. Let's put a life spell up. And then we're going to run hold. Why not? Attack halted, paralyzed. Ineffective now? Oh, we can only use that. Okay. The white mage is now past the black belt. Alright. So I can only use the life spell outside of battle. That's what we just learned. Okay? And let's be smart about this. I could go to Onrak, but honestly, it's probably quicker to go to Gaia. And it's going to be quicker to go to Gaia, and then I don't have to worry. There's a clinic here. It's a little bit more expensive. Probably going to be 1,000. I haven't used it in here, so... Oh, wait. Why would I need the clinic? I don't need the clinic. I already cast a spell for that. Alright. Change our order again. Because we do not want our squishy little, Did we equip our stuff? Yes, we did. Okay, good. Alright. Back to the desert. We got 13 grand. We're gonna be spending some time grinding, and I know we are. Don't ask me how I could actually land it there. That's probably a bug. Because you can't land it in the desert. We'll go here. Maybe the fights are better here, that we don't have to deal with an Anklo then. Trolls. Oh, yeah. I will gladly deal with trolls in this game. Yeah, we're going to do the heals just in case. That's exactly why we wanted the order we wanted. If we were going to cast something... If we were going to use something to heal us, we wanted to do it in that order. So that worked out. Alright, not bad. Same thing here. Zeus Gauntlet here. And then we don't... Like I said, I don't want to fight the Anklos. I really don't want to fight the Anklos. $24.84. Our monk goes up a level. Now let's see if this thing is bugged like I've been told it is. Okay? It is. So here's what it's supposed to do. I'll explain it as best I can. The way the game is coded is if I don't have any armor, the Master's Absorb is his level. Okay? The problem is it doesn't check armor. What it checks is whether I have a weapon or not. Okay? And because I don't have a weapon equipped, it sets the thing to armor. Okay? Stupidly. All I have to do is I go to the armor screen and look at it, and it fixes itself. Chance to strike first. Brilliant. In this case, we're going to fight. Well, you're still going to use your Zeus Gauntlet, but he's going to fight because at this point, we're all healed, basically. Okay, there goes one. Four trolls is a nice fight because it's relatively simple at my level. And, yeah, it's very simple for my level, which is the important part. And it's worth a lot of money, comparatively. So I will gladly fight these. Right, because we established it's worth, like, what, 24? Yeah, almost 2,500. Our Black Mage gets his point up. We'll stick around in there. There's trolls in there. What's in the grassland, though? Frost Giant, Frost Wolf. I will take this fight, too. That's not bad at all. Now, I know there are better weapons, better items to cast heal than what we have there, but that's okay. We just don't have them yet. And eventually, we're going to get some ribbons, and when we have ribbons, it'll basically protect for mostly anything, at least elemental. That's the way ribbons work. They give me protection against everything in terms of elementals. Yeah, that fight was $2,000 there. How close is the Black Mage? No, the Black Mage is already up. Okay, cool. So let me just look at our numbers. $12,000 there. $15,000 there. Almost $14,000 there. And about $13,300 there. That's fine. The fighter is good. The fighter in general is set up to be buff. No. Ocho first. And I probably should have healed and attacked, because these guys are... Right. There goes the Hydra, though. Just pound on it. There we go. And we'll use a pure potion to get us... But see, that fight's not really one we want, because that fight was only worth like 300, 400 in money, and right now the big story is we want gold. We need to get to 50 grand. And we're at 20 right now, so we're going to be grinding a bit, and we know we're going to be grinding a bit. I'm going to leave it here, though, and we're going to take our next self-care break, and I will see you in 60. Alright, we are back. So, here's the plan. We're going to stay in the field, because I don't know that I'm going to see Hydras and Ochos in here. Hopefully I don't. Well, one Hydra's not going to kill me. And besides, I'd rather fight these like, I'd rather fight the trolls and the man-cats and whatnot than deal with the anklos that are not worth money. Because, like I said, we're not playing as much for experience now. We're playing for money. By the way, if anyone wants to go for the definition puzzle in the bottom right-hand corner, if you think you know what pioneering blacksmiths did, it's exclamation point solve and your solution. If you don't think you know the answer, but you want to try to guess a letter that you think is there, it's exclamation point letter, and the letter you want to guess is in the solution. Okay, we got one of the wyverns out cheaply. Alright. I forget what our black mage is up to point-wise. In terms of what he can get up to in health. See, that was only 100 gold. That isn't worth it. What is he in terms of... Oh, wait, it's right here. 214 out of 214. Okay. So when vitality goes up, the way vitality works is that whatever my vitality is, okay, I get 1/4 of that in HP every level. Plus, I can jump sometimes. Yeah, we're going to have to fight in here. It's going to be better off for us. So if we have to airlift out, so be it. Okay, he missed the first one. All 3 attacks got off, but that's okay. Okay, we got the 1 out. And now we just concentrate on the others. Because now we should... Not quite, okay. That'll take care of that one. And then the Zeus Gauntlet should finish the job, right? Yes. 1,500 gold, gladly taken. Nope, we ain't fighting this. Ain't worth it. Ain't worth it. And since we can run, we will run. Okay, this is going to be at least worth some points. And some money. Let's see. We'll heal up. The good thing is that we can even take out the Sabertooths with our fighter and our monk. They work. Good. And now the healing's mostly going to be the white mage for the time being. At least in terms of what's needed. Although now we've got someone else to heal. Thank you. The heal goes off first, which is what we wanted at this situation. Give it another chance to heal. This is where I wish we could force certain characters to go first, but that was not in this game. Okay, a worm. Just wail on it. Hope that my heal spell goes quick enough. No, it won't. That's okay. That's okay. It was worth 500 gold. I mean, that's not bad at all. once we get to 50K, we're heading to the Oasis and getting our stuff. No, no, no. Yeah, when you can do 130 to the monk, we're not dealing with you. We are definitely not dealing with you. Also, when my monk goes up another level, we're getting him more attacks. Because I saw, when I looked over, his hit chance was 62. And once we get to 64, we get another pair of attacks. So he'll be attacking 6 times a turn. That's fine. And that's going to be the end of that fight. See, right now, sometimes I want my white mage to go ahead of the monk and the fighter. The odds of that happening in any fight is always 1 in 3. Okay? Because basically what happens is all the characters are the same speed for this. And, like, the odds of each one being in any one position is 1 in 5, or, well, 1 in however many critters there are. Okay, the 4 of us, and no. So the odds there of the Anklo going first is 1 in 5, because he has to beat all of ours out. And it's basically, so what it is that, like, they start in an order, and if I remember correctly, the standard starting order is all of the monsters followed by all of the heroes. And then it randomly chooses 17 pairs to flip. And then wherever it lands out. So, like, the odds of us getting all the attacks first are going to be very slim in this fight. It's going to be 24 over 40,320, I think. I'd have to check my math. Let me pull the calculator. 40,320, because that's 8 factorial. So it's 4 factorial over 8 factorial. But you see how quick the numbers get. So the odds of any one character in this fight going first are 1 in 8. That's actually about as well as we could have gotten it, that they just attacked the fight. He just attacked fighter all 3 times. Oh, welcome in, Raina. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. How was the rest of your stream? I know I popped in there earlier today. We'll get our heals in. I'll take it. It only does 1 damage. That's great. Now the monk should secure it. Okay. So again, in this case, our odds are 24 out of... So it'd be 1 in... Let's see if I can do the math in my head. 30 to 10. 1 in 1680. That we get all 4 attacks off before any one of theirs would be triggered. Now, obviously, that number can go a little bit different. It's like strictly that's the number. But it can show up higher because if we kill something and its number comes up, then obviously it doesn't do anything. And it won't tell us. So strictly speaking, the odds are 1 in 1680. But like I said, we won't know sometimes. Like now the odds are 1 in 30 that we get all of our attacks in first. Right? Because it's 5 times 6. Alright, but we got through pretty unscathed. Yeah, that is one warning I should point out. As someone who's been studying to be a math teacher, I have no compunction against talking about the math of the game. So yeah, like there's 40,320 ways that it can pick the order for this. Right? It's straight up 8 factorial. Okay? So we get our heals in. Now, the other thing I can point out is, like, the odds of us getting what I wanted there in that fight. In that last round, the odds are a little bit better of what I wanted because once you start getting irrelevancies out of the way, the numbers look a lot better. So, like, in these fights, what I want is I want to make sure that I want to see my white mage, like in this fight, okay? What I want, ideally, is I want my white mage to go before at least one of the fighter and the monk. So of those 3, I got a 2/3 chance of that happening because it's because basically what we're playing on is the odds of the white mage among those 3 coming last is 1/3, right? Because they can be 1/3 in any position. And of course, in this case, so that was the 1 in 30 chance, in theory, right? That would be the 1 in 30 chance of that happening that way. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because there it would be the odds of, and I'll just explain this real quick. Obviously, there's the 1 in 30 chance that that the order was black mage, the fighter and monk in some order. Okay? Right? That's a 1 in 30 chance right there because there were 2 enemies. However, what you also have to figure in was the chances of, and it would be 1 in, let's see, it's 1 in 30 because it would be 6 times 5 times 4, right? In this case, it would be 6 times 5 times 4. So that would be 1 in 120 that you have to add in this case. So it would be like 5 in 120. 5 in 120, so 1 in 24. Because you also had to factor in the idea of the fighter went first, then the Cerberus that got killed was second, and the monk was third. Okay? That was entirely possible. And we would never know it because it wouldn't say, oh yeah, Cerberus can scorch. Right. Alright, let's hit him. Okay, the Wizard Ogre got... Okay. Ruse gets easy to dodge. Okay. So he's going to dodge a few attacks. But the good thing is you can't dodge the Zeus Gauntlet. So we can at least hit him with that. And then he's going to cast Dark. So it had to be the same one casting both. Because the way this game works is it's cyclical, okay? Like, the spells are cyclic. That the first spell that these wizard ogres will cast will always be ruse. The second one they cast will always be dark. No matter what. I don't think it has a third spell. Scratch that. It has a third spell. Okay, well, we get the Asleeps in the Darks back. Now, the funny thing is that also in this game, and this is why it's another one of those bugs in this game, okay? Because the Wizard Ogre, sometimes when you have attacks that do that, spells, the spell there of sleep is bugged, if I remember correctly. Let's see. I'm going to double check. I'll double check later. Sleep is kind of screwy. Chance to strike for... You know what? I'll play for point. No. No. I'll take this as the free escape it is. Because if it's close called, like, if it's chance to strike first, you can always run. Okay, 2 of these guys. So yeah, the odds of us getting all our attacks in before they get 1, well, so much for that, was like 1 in 30. Well, it got both of its attacks in, and we're not going to be able to heal. Oh well. We're 2 minutes away from another self-care break. Let's see. We're at 36 grand. I mean, we're doing well on that case. You know, it's funny. I've applied for I have applied for a teaching job, a full-time teaching job for the year. And one of the things I would be teaching would be AP statistics. And in the AP statistics class, you definitely deal with probability and permutations and combinations. So, in effect, I am kind of, in a way, preparing for class tonight, in a manner of speaking. So, we'll go with that. Monster strike first. No. We ain't playing with this one. Now, the good thing is, the fighter and the monk are at a point where they can run automatically. Okay? Because I think the fighter's there. Yeah, the fighter's there. The luck is 18. So, luck, if it's over 15, and as long as my white mages are not in any trouble, I get a free run. Right? Because the fighter gets the free run if the black mage is fine, and the master gets the monk gets the... Thank you. Good fight. I want this fight. The monk gets his free run if the white mage is not in any trouble. Because the game is bugged. Okay, the Wizard Ogre casts his ruse. Let's get 2 of the Cerberuses out. Let's see. We're going to do another one of those. And we get that spell off, so that's good. And once we're done with this fight, we're taking another self-care break. And I can see that the time is getting there. Hopefully it's quick. This'll do it. Let's see where we are money-wise. Almost 40 grand. We're getting there. Seeing 60, though. Okay, we are back. So let's see what we can do. We're at, like I said, we need about another 10 grand to be able to buy that bottle and get out of here. And then we can worry about going to our... No. 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 Hey, the Black Mage got out. Now, the Black Mage, I forget what it keys to. And the White Mage, because it's keyed by position. And I forget what the formula is for third guy up. In terms of whether he can run or not. But I know the first two are the first two are the easy ones to remember, because first position is based on luck and the condition of the person in third position. Second one is luck and whoever's in fourth position. Okay? And it's not supposed to be that way. What it's supposed to be is it's supposed to be based on the level of your opponents. But they didn't code it correctly. And so we take advantage of it. Okay, so let's see. We got... yeah, so that's the thing. He's easier to dodge, right? So that means that our attacks aren't going to hit as often. That's why we love the fact that we have more attacks, right? So the monk's going to attempt to hit 4 times, and it hit 3 of them. Plus, we're getting if that fight in particular gives us 1,000 points of experience, we might be getting our fighter up higher than we think. Oh yeah, so here's the other thing I point out. It doesn't actually start with the number of things you're working with. Okay, what it actually starts from is the thought that there can be as many as 9 enemies, and there's 4 of you. So it has 13 slots that it works with, okay, every time. Then it does the cycle, and it sorts them. Now, sometimes what you're going to see is you sort with an empty, which can happen. And then just when it gets time to it, if there's no one assigned to that spot, it just skips it. But for the purposes of probability, let's be honest about it, we can treat the nulls as if they don't exist. Because the computer does nothing. No, we are not fighting the Anklo. I think my Black Mage is strong enough that if it gets targeted, which it didn't, we are good. Just pause to make sure. We're at 43. We need another 7 grand. Worms. Worms aren't worth as much as I'd like them to be. Okay, see, but the problem is that they're strong enough that even when I put a third attack on them and we get a crit, it's still not always enough to kill. Okay, but that worm should go. No, that worm is still not dead. Alright, well, they're a bit strong. Let's throw another Zeus Gauntlet attack on there and another heal staff. Might as well keep our healing up, just in case we run into an Anklo that we can't run from in time. Okay, there goes the 1. There goes the 2. And we should have attacked differently. Oh well. Keep it up. Plus, the good thing about using this basically free Lightning 2 spell, is it saves my magic points. I'm still getting healing, but at no cost. Alright. Cheap fight here. We're hoping for the 1 in 5 chance, or, well, not really 1 in 5. 1 in 10 chance that the mage gets to go where we want it to. That's okay. We got the kill. All right. 500 more gold, and the fighter goes up another level. Now, if I did my math right, yep, you'll notice now our fighter can cast one spell at levels 1, 2, and 3. So now he can actually learn things. But we're going to wait on that because, honestly, we need the 50 grand more. And as cheap as we can outfit him, it'd only be a couple thousand, right? Because it'd be 100 by 3, 400 by 3, 800 by 3. So that's 2,400, 1,200, 300. Is 2,400, 1,200. Wait. Yeah, 2,400, 1,200. That's 3,600, 3,900. You know, I don't have that 4 grand to spare right now. I will soon enough. When I've got more money than brains in this game. But we'll get there. Okay, good. The fighter got the white mage got his move in. There we go. Take them out. That should be a nice healthy chunk. What, 2 grand, right? 1608. Okay. But the white mage gains a level. And I can look at what their spell counts look like. So now it's 8665432. We gained another level 7 spot. Which we're not going to be using anytime soon because, well, those spells cost 45 grand apiece. Okay, the monk got us out quick. And we are, let's see, 46.7. So we need another 3,300 or so. So that should be another couple of these fights, something like that. I don't really necessarily feel like doing the complete math because I don't have the numbers right in front of me on these. On like how much gold they give you. We also should be close to the monk gaining another level. He's the next one on the board. And when he gains a level, he gets really powerful again. Because then he gets to do 6 attacks on a turn. Because he plays by the... they play by a different rule. Like, what they do is... First off, they get double... When I'm unarmed, when he's unarmed, he gets double the attacks he would normally be entitled to. Okay, right now his to-hit percentage is 62%, which means that he gets 2 attacks, which becomes 4. But he's going to gain +3 as soon as he goes up. Okay, let's debug the monk. Good, we're back to where we're supposed to be. Money-wise, we're not there yet. We need another 1,800. So, like, that would be the fight with the wizards. The Cerberuses aren't necessarily where we want it. But you know what? We'll take it. Because, hey. Plus, all of our guys are starting to get to the point where, because of the way the game works, when it gives you spaces for hit points, like it raises your max, it doesn't give you the points to go with it. Okay. And the monk's going to finish the job. Yeah, see there? 6 hits. And And just wait till I cast a fast on him against bosses and he's going for 12. Yeah, Anklos are still not... When Anklo can get off 122 attack on my fighter, and it's not a crit, we don't want that. Monster strike first. That's okay. This fight should do it. I think. Well, Tiger ran away, but that's okay. I mean, there's a joke I could make, but I'm going to be nice, and we're not going to make the joke especially because the joke I've got in mind, if I make clips of this to send in as part of my job interview, I don't necessarily want those jokes in here. $608 we're at. What are we at? Buy 35 gold. Buy the bottle. Okay, and we're going to use the bottle. Pop. A fairy appears, then is gone. So the fairy lives in Gaia, which conveniently is not that far from here. Right here. All right, now where does the fairy live? I know it's over here. What's that broom up to? Yeah, we know he's talking backwards. There is a spot in here where I need to go, and I forget where it is. It's probably up this path. That's the item shop. There's the clinic. I bottled the fairy and sold her to a caravan. Okay. Now guess what? I can go around here. There's the fairy. That pirate trapped me in the bottle. I will draw oxyale from the bottom of the spring for you. And so now I have oxyale, which will power the sub in OnRack. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fight a little bit more because I want to get my Black Mage up. I want to get him to another level. And since I got to go to OnRack anyways, I'm going to park over here. It's an Anklo. You aren't worth it for the money. Because at this point, we also need 300 gold. Because we do not have enough money to go to the inn. And we need that before we go anywhere. $500 there. The Black Mage gets his points. Yeah, he only gets 3, but that's okay. Yeah, intelligence should make my spells better, but it's bugged, as is a lot of stuff in this game. So the other thing to point out is that my crit chances for the Black Belt also happen to be his level. So I've got a 21% chance of hitting a crit on any attack. Okay, we save in OnRack. Now, I could go a little later tonight, I don't know. I don't have work in the morning. Even if I hadn't declared over for the year, it's Juneteenth tomorrow, and none of the schools are open. Warriors, you have oxyale. The mermaids wait. Please help them. Okay. So let's see. Now that we're here, We're going to do 2 runs in the sunken ship. Okay? And we're going to change our armor setup. We're going to give the white mage the Zeus Gauntlet. Because then I can play offense a little bit better. Wizard Sea Hags and Red Sea Hags. Okay? Because this is what I can do now. I can go Magic, Lightning 2 hit everybody, and I can use the Zeus Gauntlet and hit everybody. That worked out pretty well. Okay, there's a couple left. That's fine. That'll take care of those ones. Not bad. Not bad at all. Worth some good money, but not as much in terms of points. All right. The good thing is that we want to go... Now, we start in the middle of this place, okay? We want to go upstairs first. We have a gray shark. Fight will be fine. Okay, that's still not strong enough. It's 3, but that is. Okay. Treasure chest first, 9,900 gold. Now we have our exit spell, which is the important spell. We want to go up first, and we want to clear a Naga and a water. Okay. Nagas. Now those can be a pain in the butt. Okay. So they're going to open with lightning, and you cannot flee. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to attack the water. Okay. We're going to fight. No, we're not going to fight. We're going to magic. How are we going to do this? I think Nagas are still weak to... Hold on. Yeah, lightning they are weak to. The water should also be weak to... No, the water is weak to cold. So, yeah. In this case, we're going to cast a straight lightning, a regular lightning. And I'm going to try to cast anti-lightning, because we know what's coming. Oh, we got the water out straight up. Uh-huh. Now the anti-lightning's not going to be as good. Defend lightning, even though we know he can do... Now it'll be better off. We're protected, but at this point, what's the point? Right? Because I don't think it's going to cast another one. You never know. Let's heal. Okay, he paralyzed my monk, but that's okay. Or my black mage, but that's okay. Alright. 1,000 points and 3,100 in gold. Nothing there. Our goal is in the northeast for this area. Right here. Sea snakes. Okay. Let's cast a lightning 2. And we'll use the Zeus gauntlets and see what we got. Not bad. I'm assuming sea snakes are poisonous, but I can't prove it. Oh, there we go. Another 2 of them out. Now, I don't know if... Well, it doesn't matter because he's dead. All right. Upstairs. There's a lot of treasure up here to grab. And we're going to do so after this 60-second break. See you in 60. All right, we are back. Let's see what we can do. We'll start with this room, empty. Okay, the crescent room. Is not where we want to be. Okay, the gray shark is not going to be too bad. We'll just fight. We're going to use the Zeus to get lightning attacks in. Does 44 to my monk, but that's not completely terrible. All right. So let's see. We want to go up this way first. Ghosts. Oh, okay. Ghosts. Let's see. Those are... We're going to run Fire 2. And I'm going to cast a Harm 2. Because they're strong, and they can cause paralysis and darkness. So I don't want to take any risks on them. Hello. And goodbye. We have heal potions that we can use. Okay. Opal armor. I've been looking for that. Okay. We're going to trade on the opal armor because the opal armor is better for the fighter. Okay. Plus, for those lightning critters, yeah, we're good. Now, the rest of the treasure's down on the south. Okay. So we're going to fight those. We're going to cast a lightning spell to hit everyone here. And we're going to use the Zeus gauntlets to hit him again. Because I want to be able to take... That's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to take the shark out, the regular shark out, in the hopes that the fighter and the monk can take the rest of the way. That worked. And that worked. Okay. Now, we got a couple more goodies down here to grab. We'll start here and get a light axe. Now, what a light axe does is it casts harm. So we might be able to find a good use for it. Item and use the Zeus. I think we should be good with just one set of lightning attacks to be able to get the great sharks out. Now we've got a problem. The white mage is the one we have to keep alive. The one. Because she's the one who gets us out. Okay? We still have more things to get, but I have no way to get her back up. And she's the one who could cast Exit. So, back we go. We got the corner stuff. We're going to come back in here. We're dealing with the Kraken tonight, because that's the third fiend. Okay, Sea Snake. Let's see. Chance to strike first is an excuse to get out. Just run it. The fighter should be able to get out on his own. Oh, you can't run from these. That's what it is. You can't run from this fight. Alright. We forgot about that. Because as much as the run trick works, some fights are hard-coded. You can't run. So we'll run a light 3 and hit him hard. We're going to try to fight as little as we can until we get our white mage back in action. Good. Yeah, the red sea hags don't stand a chance. And the fighter should get his last attack in there. Yep, okay. How many points are we going to send the white mage back? 833. Okay. So we don't want to see those. But now let's get out of here. The Naga I think I can run from. But see, now I'm protected. The fighter's protected from that. Down to the ship. We're going to have to fight this one. The good thing is that these guys don't do much damage anymore. With the exception of the wizards. There we go. There goes one. We did what we had to. We're still going to go gaining a few goodies. Alright, the fighter should take care of business there. And we're going to be down another, 830 some odd points, but that's fine. Back we are in town. First stop is the clinic. Second stop is the inn. So we know that the inn's going to cost 300. How much is the clinic going to cost us? 750's not completely terrible. So it costs us $1,000 of a diversion. Is what it is. Alright. So we did that. We are fully healed. Now we got a couple more things. The light axe is a free cast of harm too. Okay? So my logic is that we give it to the black mage. Okay? Because that way he can cast harm if he so chooses. Okay, chance to strike first. We're not worried about the sea snakes. Item. Yeah, light's not going to help you because these guys are not. But I can cast Zeus Gauntlets instead. And hit him. This is chance to strike first. We might as well take it. I'll bet you the white mage is now the low one, but we'll see. All right, 1,200 gold. Well, 1,200 gold is always useful. That pays for what we just did. Let's see. 57 away, 69 away, 81 away, 96 away. Okay. Not completely terrible. Okay, so we now want to go south and get our stuff. Okay, we know what to deal with here. This is a spell run. Definitely. And we're going to hit it with the good stuff. Now, we made sure that the Wizard Sea Hag has an attack on it because I'm not convinced. See, it's going to do that. But the other guys, at least if they're attacking up top, even the Black Mage only took a 1. Alright, well, this is going to work. Okay. We got them all out. It's going to be worth a decent chunk of points. And not points as much as gold. Okay, so we know not to go there. This way. 2 gray sharks. And we'll use the Zeus Gauntlet on him, of course. Because maybe that'll send him just enough to take him out. Not quite, but we'll get there. But this is definitely one of the weirder fights in the game, or weirdest dungeons, because you don't start at the top and you don't start at the bottom. You start in the middle. Okay, you are the Mage Staff, which casts fire. And then we got this last one here. Gray Shark. Just hit it. Between my fighter and my monk, I should be good. Not terrible. Okay, well, we're getting points, which is the important thing. And then over here, 123.50. Gladly taking that. Now, we are safe in here. There are no encounters in this level. You have responded to me. Yes, I have. If we cannot regain the power of water, we will become bubbles, then disappear. Okay. 9,000 gold. 1760. Opal bracelet. Okay, let's do the smart thing with the opal bracelet. Okay? We're giving it to the white mage. Strongest thing I've got that the mages can use. Okay, we got our chests here. We've done this. Up we go. My friend Daryl went to the land that never returned. I've often wondered what happened. Maybe she grew legs and walked away? See, now it makes sense why they talk about having legs. Unbelievable. You can breathe underwater. I'm impressed. 2750 I will gladly take. We're just checking each room as we go. Please save the sea and make the orb shine again. I suppose you are the legendary Light Warriors? Yeah, we are. Okay, so I want to go up and then we'll deal with down. Are we going to become bubbles? I don't think so. 10 grand. And 10. 10, that's a waste of my time. 5,000 gold there. Okay, I have to hit that one from above, and I know how to get there. As long as the Fiend of Water lives, we... Oh, boo-hoo. Did I do this one? This is the shrine's top floor. The Fiend of Water Kraken lives on the bottom floor. Okay. Pure Potion. To unlock the Mirage Tower, the Leafinish used a musical tone. Okay. Opal Shield. Well, the only one who can use the Opal Shield is my fighter. But I want to see something. So my fighter is at 6657 right now. Okay? 5567. Okay? We're going to trade the Opal Shield in. We're going to equip the Opal Shield. 7057. I'll take that. I would rather have the higher absorb. Figure I'll get hit more, but I'll get hit less. I'll get hit more times, but hit for less damage. Now we want to go this way. We haven't gone this way yet. And this is where things can get confusing. Okay? Because we end up at the corner here. Can't hold anymore. Can't hold anymore. But we got the slab. I would like to know what's in those. Oh, hello. Opal Gauntlet and Opal Helmet. They're going to be better than what I've got. So we're going to do some dropping. Okay. We're going to temporarily drop the caps. And we're going to... No. We're going to trade off some space to do that. Opal Gauntlet, Opal Helmet. Because this is going to give me more protection. 7457. Gladly taken. But now we have the slab. And we need to leave. So instead of going back to the start, what I can do is I can just cast Exit. Lost? No way out? Is it hopeless? Use this spell to exit. And I end up right back in town. Now, there's no armor shop here to sell my goodies. Because I want to sell my goodies. So we're going to go back to Gaia to sell stuff. And get more money. And possibly get some spells. Okay, and after this fight, we're taking a self-care break, I think. Oh, good. The ogre goes on. See, because we still get... That's the thing. I still get 6 attacks with my monks, so it's worth it. The ruse ain't going to help him as much. It might dodge one or two, but it won't dodge them all. So I'm going to see you guys in 60 seconds because I need to use the restroom. Actually, you know what? We're going to do a 90-second break instead. Okay? And then I'll see you in 90 seconds, then we don't have to wait as long on the way back. Alright, so we're back. I was a little bit off with timing on my stuff, but that's okay. We got a half an hour we can work with here. So we don't have to take one as quickly. So we're going to go back to the airship. Monster strike first. That's fine. We're going to heal in Gaia. We're going to heal again in Onrak. And we don't care at this point about using spells up. Because at this rate, we're going to heal. That's another reason I took a little bit longer. I had to refill my water as I was out. And see, whereas everybody else is like talking about artificial intelligence, the way I see it, I've got actual intelligence. I drink a lot of water and I increase my knowledge that way. Which, that's a better use of the water than giving it to the computers, that's for sure. So let's see, onto the boat. Over to the airship. And unfortunately, see, this river is not connected at all. Okay, so here I can sell my stuff. I wasn't expecting to get a can't hold anymore notice. I think I have all my level 6 spells that I can carry. Yes, I do. So it's level 7s I gotta worry about. And I'm going to want to get the 2 that are in this town. Okay. We'll go to the armor shop first and sell off some things we do not need. Like, the silver gauntlet is gone now. The flame armor is gone now, too. Okay, the black mage has 2 gold armlet, which we don't need 2 gold. There, that can go. And the ice shield now is no longer needed. And the white mage has the silver that we can get rid of. And we are good. Weapon-wise, I have an extra ice sword, which I don't need. Okay, so now we got 133. We can start populating our level 7. As soon as I find where my level 7 shops are. There's a couple in here. Those are the level 6 shops. I think there's level 7. Hold on. I think they're in here. I'm going to double check. I want to say there's level 7 shops in here. There are. Okay. So it's time to find them. I mean, I think these shops here on the, if I remember correctly, the ones over here are the 6s. Yeah? No, these are the 7s. Okay. So White Mage will get Cure 4. And Cure 4 is great. Because Cure 4... and then Ice 3 are going to be our 2 pickups. Cure 4 not only fully cures you, but it also takes away any status ailments, with the exception of KO. And the white magic we really want is not in this town for level 8, which is and those are 60,000 per. So we're gonna be spending quite a bit of money. But now I have something I can use my spells on, and we start getting at level 25 we start getting spaces for level 8 spells. Oh, this is a fight. Let's get the Ocho out first. I think we can... You guys are all weak to lightning, right? So, let's use the Zeus Gauntlets. Get the Ocho out. I thought I got the Ocho out, but this should do it. Thank you. Most of these enemies are weak to lightning anyway, so... Okay, now that we did that, we're going to head for the Kraken. I'd rather fight off the river than on the river. Still do not want to fight Ankylos. Alright. In town. And as much as we're already fully healed... We're paying the 300 gold, not so much to heal at this rate, but it's more because then we save. And that's the important part here. Alright, 43,400, that's enough for about another spell. Onrak has, I want to say Onrak has the rest of some of the spells. Onrak has the rest... Okay, yeah. Onrak has the rest of the 7s. It has Heal 3 and Anti-Rub and Blind and Saber. Now, Saber is bugged for the Black Mage, so we are not getting it. Okay, now that we did the upper levels, now we got to do the lower levels. Sea Snakes. Okay. Just do that. Item... Zeus. I want to give the Mage Staff probably to... Okay, they still do damage. I don't know that they poison. We'll see. Alright, we take those out. Still going to call attention to the definition in the lower right-hand corner. If you think you know what pioneering blacksmiths did, then we're going to do exclamation point solve in the solution. If you don't know, then exclamation point letter, and the letter you want to guess is there. Okay, now that we are in the Sunken Shrine, in the bottom level, the next level down in the sunken shrine. We're going to go for stuff. There are 4 treasure chests here we want to deal with. And just as I say that, here comes Catitude taking a guess. Hello, Catitude. Welcome in. I'll give you your 2 A's. They go there. Three ghosts. Who's got the mage thing? I need to give that to somebody else. I need to give that to somebody else. But I can use Light Axe to cast a harm spell on them all. I read about that kid, so sorry. It happens. Ah, the T. There we go. Just the 1 T tonight. Let's see. We're going to throw a harm to... Was he wearing a helmet? Honestly, I don't know if he was. But with what I heard happened, I don't know that a helmet would have helped him. Wonder if the bike couldn't tell you. I do know that he didn't... From what I understand, it was a rarity. It was his brother's bike. Okay, in here, nothing. Sea trolls, sea snakes. The sea snakes are the more dire threat. No. There is no... yeah, there's no N in this solution. Let's throw a lightning and let's throw a Zeus gauntlet. I see it. I see it. Don't worry. Yeah, the way the cooldown works is it's every 15 seconds. The cooldown is normally 15 seconds, but it's 30 seconds on the same person. Okay. I gave you your H's, though. I did see it. Let's take these guys out. Ah, there are 3 E's. There are 3 E's in the solution, and I hope that helps. Our fighter goes up another level. Strength, agility, intellect, luck goes up. Okay, so he is now going to gain a little bit more evade. Not so much on absorb. And he's up to 98% in attack. So that should be another attack. So he should be on 4 attacks now. Now, there's 4 chests in this area. We want to grab them all. Okay, this fight. Use those. Yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did, Catitude. That's what pioneering blacksmiths did. They forged ahead. But yeah, no, I found it. I have a blacksmith in WoW, and you need to use a forge. So yeah, fair enough. Of course, I'm still picturing the blacksmith seeing the knight walk into the blacksmith shop, and the blacksmith saying to him, "Welcome, you've got mail." I did read in online that 16 and younger are required to wear a helmet. Yeah, and he was 16. He would have been 17 in a week. Ghosts. Oh, let's get rid of these ghosts. Those we deal with... You know what? We're going to use the light axe on them, and then I'm going to cast another harm on him. If we ever get into a problem... Said UPS driver, I later found out, and I did not hear this until later, that one of the things he did was he got out and he tried to do life-saving stuff. So he tried. He tried. He just was not able to do anything. Okay, the monk has to go up. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Magic. No, what am I doing? White mage gets a life spell on the monk to get him up, and then we're going to use some potions. Hello, Ruby. How you doing today? Welcome in. And I'm doing okay. I'm doing as best as I can. Seems like my monk just... Yeah, my monk that just took a death. But that's why we have these potions. To save us. Okay, we're pretty good there. And then we gotta swap our monk back where he belongs so he takes the right number of hits. More like, so my black mage, which is squishy... Is this the way back and I just screwed up? No, it isn't. Sea snakes. Okay, let's go. Sea snakes I should be able to get rid of on my own. There goes one. And there goes the other. Okay, the monk gets his levels. And the black mage gets his. So tell me, what's the numbers now? 8665542. So he gained a level 5. Up we go. Nothing in there. $110 gold. 450 gold. And a Naga. Nagas, if I remember correctly, I think I'm going to be good. He casts lightning too. I think I'm going to be safe, but I'm going to cast anti-lightning to be on the safe side. I got a 50-50 chance of that going off before the Naga gets in. The Naga is weak to lightning. I'm going to just fight it, though. Yep, there goes the spell. That's it. 50-50 chance. Okay, now the Naga should go the rest of the... Yep, there we go. Okay. Going forward a bit. Down another level. Okay. So I think... I want to say where I am, and I'm going to pull a map up just to be on the safe side. Because this way I'm actually guaranteed I know what I'm talking about. I think this is where I should be. Sunken Shrine, second half map. Sea Shrine map, that'll do. Okay, I will zoom in. So 1... Am I in the spot where the bosses are? I went to 6. 6 takes me... down a level to 6. No, there's still treasure here. Okay, this is still a treasure room, and then once I get to 7, there is nothing down there except for the bosses. Alright. That's fine. That's not terrible. Okay. So I'm assuming the big eye can do what I think it can. We're going to run the Zeus Gauntlet there, and we're just going to fight. Okay, the big eye did nothing. That's good. Because I think the big eye can paralysis. But the monkey, but the big eye is gone now. All right. More points. The white mage goes up. Strength, agility, intellect, vitality. Okay, so we start going down here. There's chests in here. 8135. And I'm assuming this is a forced fight. Now, knowing what I know, these are weak to cold for some reason. Like, you would think they'd be weak to lightning. But they're weak to cold instead. But I should be good. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to use a heal and hope that we get it off before our... Yep, that worked. We did exactly what we wanted to there. There we go. Okay. That was worth it. Alright, so after we go in there, okay, the next one is going to be, we're just going to go in a circle. Left, then up, then right. Okay? And we'll just take them from there. Ghosts. Oh, boy. Okay, so, item. No, magic. Harm 3. No, harm 2. And the light axe. The reason we are using harm 3 and not harm 2 is or using harm 2 and not harm 3 is because harm 3 would impact me using the life spell to get people back up. And I don't want to risk that. Especially knowing what these guys can do. Okay, well, we got all but one. I'll take that. In this case, we'll use the heal staff. And give everybody some health. He's not going to do enough to get me on one hit. There we go. Is White Mage still down? No, okay. Status-wise, we're 11-8 from the fighter getting his next level. And then we run from there. In here. You know what? This fight is actually kind of welcome. I can run those Zeus Gauntlets. And I can run a Lightning 2. And I should be able to get everybody out. Because even with the Wizard Sea Hags being what they are... Even if they don't survive, even if the spells don't work strong enough, the fighter and the monk should be able to take care of them. Okay. I didn't even need the fighter or the monk. I will take that. Okay. 3 chests here. 385 in that one. Oh, no. Run this. We ain't playing. Not with cockatrices. I don't deal with those. And in here, there's a chest. Great shark. I don't think that was a rigged fight. I do not think that this is a rigged fight. That is a forced fight. But we can get them out. Alright. No, but this is chance to strike first. Oh, we're taking this. We're going to take the chance to heal. And we'll just fight. I think we're going to be good. Well, that'll take that out. So will that. I wasn't expecting hits that hard. Another light axe. Okay. Let's distribute the weaponry. The mage... No, I can't equip it, but give the mage thing to, you know, the white mage so they can cast fire. And give a free harm to option to them as well. Then it's this room's got the last of the treasures. Sea trolls and lobsters. The lobsters are the biggest threat. They don't look like lobsters. Magic, lightning, we're going to hit with the big stuff. Okay, good. What scares me is looking at what the lobsters look like. It's basically the it's the sprite of the scorpion, which makes me wonder if lobsters are poisonous in this game. As dumb as that sounds. Okay, now the sea trolls can go. Do not be surprised if I have to fight this fight again. To get out. Let's see. That's probably a forced fight. But we can take these out straight up. Our monk should probably get a healing job soon. And since I'm not worried about my level 7 spells right now, I don't have that many of them. Let's see. Magic, White Mage, Cure 4. And he's full. 7340 there. 9900 there. Yeah, this is a forced encounter. That's what that tells me. Because I never should have drawn that again if it wasn't a forced encounter. Not that quickly. Alright. A ribbon. And that's the big prize here. Okay? Armor. We're going to give the ribbon... No. We're going to trade the ribbon to the white mage. He gets the first one. Okay? Which now means they've got protection against every elemental attack. Automatically. There's 3 ribbons in the game. We are finding them all. Now it's just getting through this area. Sea trolls and lobsters. Okay. Same thing as before. Item. We'll use the Zeus Gauntlet, and I'll fight. I'm curious at this point. I am very curious at this point. Okay, they did 3 damage. They did 2 attacks. Okay, well, we're getting the lobsters out to an extent. I don't know how much HP they have. I would have been better attacking someone else, but that's okay. Okay, the Sea Troll is next. And we're going to have enough money to buy some more spells, which is good. Because at this point, like, we're going to have more money than we know what to do with. Because anything we find is a bonus, right? So, like, we've got enough for 2 spells right now. And that's without selling anything. Now, where's the room we need? Is this the room we need? I don't think so. Check the map. No, I see where I'm going. I am going the wrong way. That's not it. Okay, lobsters and sea snakes. Again, the lobsters go first. The sea snakes can wait. I will cast a... I'll cast a lightning 2 to try to get them all out on this turn. Because what the lightning 2 doesn't do, the white mage should. Okay, there goes one. There goes another. Uh-huh. Good. Not quite. Oh, well. Oh, dear. And, of course, their attack. Which, if I had lobster... I mean, I get that lobsters do not look enough like scorpions, but they needed something to call it that. Instead of a sea scorpion, they called it a lobster. Why? All right. Pause it here. I will see you guys in 60 seconds. Okay, we're back. Let's do this. Let's see. So status-wise, just so I get an idea, 5,500 points away is the fighter from his next level. And I looked on break. Yeah, lobsters are poisonous in this game. Told you it was stupid. But certain ones you can't poison. Let's see. Yeah, let's just cast another Lightning 2. We're going to run a little bit low on these, but we're going to save the Lightning 3s if we're going to use them for the Kraken at the very end. That might not actually be the best way to deal with it. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the only one who might be able to get poisoned might be the fighter at this point, because we got those pro rings on. take them out. You know what? No. Use this turn to heal. Good. We got what we wanted. What we wanted was for the white mage to get their turns before the fighter or the monk. All right. In we go. Past these rooms that you can't get into. Big Eye's got to get one of the attacks. Yeah, we're also trying to save certain spell slots because I want to save my level 4s specifically for my Black Mage because wouldn't you know it? Okay. I want to save my level 4s for my Black Wizard. Yeah, it says Black Mage, but he's Black Wizard now. Because I want to save him to use fast on the Kraken when we get to the Kraken time. Sea Troll and Lobster. Attack the Lobster first. Okay, the Sea Troll is gone. And there goes the Lobster. Okay. We're not ready yet. Because we're not going to be stupid and go in any condition other than fully healed. We're not taking chances on this. It's why we have these. And I wish I could buy them in bulk more than I could, but that's good enough. Okay. The Fiend's Hall is shattered, evaporating all the water. Ho, ho, ho. How foolhardy to dare challenge me, Kraken, the Fiend of the Water. Alright. Let's do this. Attack is the first thing. Okay, that goes without saying. Okay? I'm checking its spells to see if it's got anything. Okay? Anything that it can do. It can attack 8 times. And it can do ink. So here's the plan. Okay? We're going to use magic. Invis 2, which I don't have a cast for. But I have Fog 2. Okay? And then I'm going to cast Fast on my monk and hope. Oh, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Armor Up is going to help with the absorb. And now he's going to go quick. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's not a terrible first round. Okay. Invis, I'm going to cast on the monk. And I'm going to cast another fast spell on the fighter. And of course the fighter goes first. We didn't get the luck we got against Carrie, that's for sure. We got 9 hits on him this time. But now they're both fasted. Okay, I think we're good here. So I'm going to use the Zeus Gauntlet. And I'm going to throw a Lightning 3. Nice hit. 11 hits and gone. And that's why we use fast like we do. 5,000 more gold. And we're back in town. And we have our third lit orb. We only have one more to go. And we have enough money for 3 spells. Okay. So we're going to get blind here. And we're going to take heal. Which spell am I leaving out is the question. Okay? I do not remember what spell I want to leave out, because I can only take 3, right? So let me look. At level 4, at level 7 for white, okay? We already got Cure 4. Its anti-rub would not be a bad choice. What I'm thinking is that I'm going to pass on Harm 4. And I'm going to take both of these. Okay. And then, magic-wise, we just have the one more spell to buy for the Black Mage, and then we're done with level 7. But we're going to save. And then we're going to head back to Melmond. Because we got a slab while we were down there, and we're supposed to learn it. We're supposed to be taught with the slab, Leaf Finish, by Dr. Oon, who lives in Melmond. So we're going to head over there. The easy way. Doesn't matter how you leave the town. Oh, a great peed. Okay, fine. We're healed up. We should be good. And when my monk can one-shot him like that? Heck yeah. Okay, cross the river. Oh, that's right. I got to row down the river here just a little bit to get to my airship. Chance to strike first. You know what? For experience purposes, we'll go after the Anklo this time. I feel good about this fight. Now that we got more hits with us, on chance to strike first, I will fight this fight. As I said, it's not worth it for gold, but experience, absolutely. Okay, now we want to go back to Melmond. Melmond is on the is where? Where is Melmond? Remind me. It's right outside the exit to the Aldi Sea, so it's this way. Right? There's Melmond. Go talk to Mr. Oon. Dr. Oon. Also, while I'm here, do I have anything I want to sell? Let's look. Weaponry? No. Armor? No. What's the power? What does the power gauntlet do? I forget. So I'm going to look and see if it does anything good. Power gauntlet. Casts Saber. Which still does nothing. You know what, though? That tells me something. If it does nothing, if it's not going to help me any, why keep it? find the armor shop, and sell it off. I know there's an armor shop in this town. There it is. Look, the Earth orb is shining again. That's right. Is Dr. Oon's back here, isn't he? Yeah, I know it's a tomb. A slab. This slab will lead us to solve the riddle of the Lefinish. Now listen to me. Okay. Now that we've done that, we can now go to the town of the Lefinish. Leffen. Okay, we're going to sell the power gauntlet for $5,000. Hey, it's $5,000 I didn't have before. Alright, so now that we did that, okay, we've got the third orb done. Now I have to go to Leffen, or Lefine, I don't know how you say it. But I gotta find my way there. It's up in the northeast, I know that, I think. Let's look at our map. I want to say it's that town there on the far bottom of the south. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up a little bit. And then we're going to go to the left and basically work around. For some reason in this game, the world is not round in this game. The Earth is a torus in this game. Okay? Now, how do I get there? Where do I park? Over here. Cross the lake, why not? Chance to strike first on 3 giants? Don't mind if I do. Especially when I can now one-shot them. Alright. And and a level. That's even better. So my fighter goes up, which means that now he's going to have, 2 slots. I think he goes up to 4. I could be wrong on that. I think he gets to go 4. He's 20,000 away. Monk's 2,400, 3,800 there, 23. So we got a few more fights to get to before we'll get our other guys up. A Zombul and a Troll. This could be worse. This really could be worse. But this is why we have fighters and monks that can do a lot of damage. And we're gaining money too, so that's even better. Because I think the spells in here are 7. These are level 8 spells. And they cost 60 grand. So we might not have the money for them just for a while. Or the ability to cast them, because we don't get to cast them until we get to level 25. Alright, so we gain a few more. I will gladly take that. You know, this trip wasn't too bad. We are the Lefinish. Only our bravest became Sky Warriors. Your airship was theirs. Good to know. Oh, the Light Warriors, the legend is true. At the time of destruction, a legend was born. In 400 years, warriors with orbs will appear to save our people. Are you? Yeah, that's supposedly what we are. 400 years ago, we had an advanced civilization. Our interest was the universe. Until 400 years ago, we controlled the power of the wind. This enabled us to suspend the castle in the air. The floating castle floats high in the sky, seemingly among the stars. We have passed on the legends from generation to generation, but 400 years have caused our memories to fade. I wonder if the robots made by our ancestors are still moving. Alright. We talk to them. Let's go here. The floating castle. Our ancestors live there. The Mirage Tower is the entrance. Now, we can't make the Mirage Tower appear just yet. Our last 5 warriors left to find the cause of the world's decay. We know they live, but as bats. We know that a great power controlled the fiends. Our 5 bravest warriors left, never to return. With this chime, you can enter the Mirage Tower. We fought with Tiamat, but were unsuccessful. The fiend now inhabits our floating castle. The power of wind was taken by Tiamat. Okay, move. Thank you. I thought there was something in here that I could go somewhere to... No? Apparently not. I thought there was... For some reason, I thought there was things in here. No, all you can do is get to the town. The secret magic shops? Okay. So, where are the magic shops? They're in this town. Alright, well, we don't have the money nor the ability to cast the spells, so we're not going to worry about them just yet. But now we can get in. Okay. We're going back. Nope, we got to go around the other way. We're going back to our airship. Frost wolves. Okay. Mage staff casts fire 2, so we'll do that, and then we're going to magic fire 2 as well. Make sure these guys go. Especially because they can cast frost and hit everybody. So our white mage is protected from frost. Mainly because she's got that ribbon on. Like, I'm going to give the ribbons to both mages and the monk eventually. And they get elemental resistance on everything. We'll take this fight, and when we're done with this fight, we're taking a self-care break. We'll use the mage staff here. Because at the very least, all these guys, I believe, are weak to fire. Good. And just enough to kill. I'll take that. Okay, let's take our self-care break, and I'll see you in 60. Okay, we are back. So let's see. That's probably gonna be my last self-care break for the night. We did what we wanted to accomplish tonight. Okay. So I'm going to just use this time to get my guys, my last 20 minutes or so, to get everybody up to level 23. And run from there. Okay. Okay, that got the monk up, which means the black mage should also go up. Okay. Black mage. We're going to look at the numbers for this now. Now I am 8666543 in terms of my spells. The white mage should go up, and I might even go and waste some time buying some potions to refill the stock. Even better, I might even buy the spells for the fighter. Might as well, right? Now we know that the fighter can't use harm. And not that the fighter's going to do anything, but like in a pinch, I can use him to heal. I can use his points to heal. So it might be worth it for that. There's the white mage going up. Okay, again, cross the lake by canoe. And we'll deal with getting our stuff. Because how much money do I have? 27 grand. Okay, that's the on-rack spot. This is the corner where Melmond is. So that'll put Conaria here. Haven't been here in a while. We'll go straight to the white magic shop and buy the 3 spells the fighter that my knight can actually learn. Okay. And like Ruse would actually be useful for him if I had a turn I needed to waste, because Ruse casts to yourself. Okay? Which is why it's not good for my white wizard to have. Nope. Okay, can't be on the tile there. That's what that tells me. Okay, white mage goes to, fighter goes to the white magic shop, which is on this side. Okay, cool. I knew it was on one of the sides. I didn't remember where. Okay. Let's see. We actually have a choice here of what to give up. Let's see. Invis wouldn't be bad. We'll go with this. We'll just buy. Anti-lightning has to go. And I'm going to throw mute, just in case. I don't think it's going to be something I'm going to use very often. Like I said, we only get to go up to level 3. Okay, we never go to level 4 with the and the last spells are not 800, they're 1500, aren't they? Yeah, they're 1500. So, let's see. That's back on Elfland. Which, hello, there's our ship. And it's the close shops. I remember that, because level 4 is in the corner. And while we're here, we're also going to... There's the level 3 shop. we're also going to make sure to buy our potions and just buy them out for where we want to do. Okay? Now, I think I've got 2 more streams of this game left, knowing what I remember about the game, okay? Alright, bye. These are my level 3s. Cure 2, Anti-Fire, and Heal. Like I said, the idea is... What? I can't learn... Can't learn that. And I can't learn that. Okay, fine. That's okay with me. If I can't learn it, so be it. So I have a Cure spell, and I have an Anti-Fire spell. And that's going to be kind of useful for me with the fighter. Maybe, probably not. Probably more the Cure is going to be useful as another way to heal outside of battle, because I wouldn't want to waste my turns on him. Hold on. How many heal potions do I have? 48. So I'm going to need 50 or so. All right. I don't know if it's going to stop me when I get to 99, because we haven't ever chanced that of you can't hold anymore, because I don't know if that's a rule in this game. If it is, so be it. But we're going to go up to 99, because at this point, you never know, you know? I mean, I try to get done by 11 o'clock most nights, so we're about coming up to that 11 o'clock hour now. But we got our third orb, which that was good. We got the class change, which we wanted. So we're making out, like, we're making good progress. So next stream, we're going to try to get the 4th of the orbs out of the Mirage Tower. We still have a few places we have to go before then. I just don't have the time tonight to dedicate to it the way we want to. And let's see. We're getting good on our... Like, they're cheap, and they're 30 HP apiece. And unfortunately, this is the... Hello, Imposter Cure. You're actually catching me at the very end of my stream, because at this point, we are just buying off the last of the... we're buying enough heal potions to feed an army, basically. Because, really, it's getting late enough that... I don't think we can do the next dungeon justice without going to a different time, okay? Without going particularly late. So we're going to stick it there. And I'm curious how many I've got, because I've not been counting as I'm talking. You can't carry anymore! Okay! You can't carry anymore. Is it 99? Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, that's good to know. We were wondering about that, you know? So we'll take the sleep at Elfland, and we're going to call the stream here. I mean, it makes sense that 99 would be the most you could carry. Then they only have to do 2 digits. We'll heal up. And we'll call the stream here. Thank you for coming out today. Whether you're here for a little bit or a lot, I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, please give a follow or a subscribe. You'd be glad you did. So I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday night at 7:45 p.m. Eastern. Here's the plan going forward, okay? On Sunday night, we're playing Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage for the PlayStation. On Tuesday night, we're going to play Super Mario 64 for the N64. And we're going to pick up Final Fantasy next Thursday night. Okay, now, where am I going to send you to that I haven't sent you to in a while? Let's see. Here, let's send you over to Risen Nephilim, who is playing Red Dead Redemption, and I would like you to please show him the same love you showed me, okay? So, until next time, please... Take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you.